Aquarius, welcome to your money and career reading for April 2024. Any messages for Aquarius, money and career? I only take it if it falls. There we go. Fog, veiled. See, even the way that card was like, oh, it's hidden. So something currently feels at a distance, it's out of touch, it's just a little too early to fully see what it is or what it could be, what it could look like. The fog will lift, of course, you know, as the sun comes up and pierces through everything. You and Capricorn are kind of getting similar messages about the sun. And of course, that you can see that the sun is actually shining today, which is nice. But it does create shadows and it does move quickly. So anyway, something feels fogged. Foggy or veiled, it's hidden, it's obscured, it's confusing. I wonder if for some of you, you're very creative, and I think that maybe the theme of being veiled, like, are you making some kind of fashion accessory? Are you purposely obscuring an image or creating like a fade or clouds? But I mean, archetypically, we're talking about something that just feels hidden temporarily. So, Aquarius, money and career. The Four of Wands. And I thought that maybe you'd have to spend some time finding a location. I was feeling that before I started your reading. It was like, maybe currently the place you're working, whether it's at home or whether it's in a place, maybe there's a need for clearing the space or clearing the windows or just clearing your way, removing obstacles, streamlining your path. Whoa, okay. Nine of Cups. Five of Cups and the Tower. That's interesting because I was just holding the cards and then these ones fell. So I have to tell you that a lot of signs are getting the Five of Cups. A few people have had the Tower. Leo had the Tower. A lot of people are getting Five of Cups and like Seven of Wands. So it seems like there's a lot going on in the environment. There's some uprising. I think the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction on the 20th marks for a lot of people a point of change, where it's either sudden insight, sudden luck, or just things have been boiling, rising to the surface for so long that now it's like unignorable and people are saying, I can't take it, I've got to do something about it. So whatever the fog, it could be something in your environment. Maybe there's too much clutter, or like guilt relating to past decisions or past things that you didn't finish, or there does seem to be something that drains your energy just in the space itself. So do what you can to clear the space, remove obstacles, as we said. Four of Wands, definitely relating to your home. I do think that for a lot of you, there could be there's a wake-up call with indulgence. Somebody has been indulging too much and it leaves them feeling foggy, like too much alcohol, too much cannabis. Something here is leaving some kind of like hangover feeling, or too much indulgence in the physical pleasures of the body. This seems to lead to actually not empowering, but actually feeling kind of drained for some reason. I wonder, this is affecting your money somehow, your career, because it's your energy. Like, you just don't have the energy to show up the way that you want to. So what needs to be cleared? What needs to be redone, removed, let go? And then the insight, boom, the externals, the structure changes. You're going to start to see a leak, I think. I'm hearing victory. You're going to feel victorious over this, but you are going to see a leak. You're going to notice where like things are starting to crack, and there's going to be some kind of leak. And then the full tower, then the full thing comes down, the full thing changes. This is about your external structures, your systems, what you've been prioritizing as well. Some of you have been indulging too much, where you've been spending too much money, or you've been basing your decisions on promises rather than something established. So it's like somebody got caught up in the moment, got caught up in a feeling, and now they were on the top, and now there's a change where they get a wake-up call about foundation and what it means to build step by step, and how important it is to first really establish oneself. A lot of you, there could be changes within the organization, changes within power positions. A lot of you could maybe be promoted. A lot of you could, maybe they're hiring from within, or maybe there's a takeover and you don't like the new management, and so it's time to leave. But there is some big change coming. This is the foundation. You're setting a foundation, but you have to make sure it's like, okay, the foundation's done, I'm celebrating, but here there's a warning about having to actually build the other pieces first before inviting other people in or before celebrating. It's like feelings versus structure. One more card from this deck. 7 of Wands, there it is. Everybody is getting the 7 of Wands this month. It's the card of the protester. It is. There is something big that's going to happen. I don't know if this is people walking out. There are protests happening all over the world. I mean, the farmers in Europe. There is there's stuff, there always is, but there is stuff happening globally. So no matter who's watching, I think you're kind of affected by this. So whatever you got used to seems to be affected by activism, or a need to stand up for yourself, a need to defend yourself, or a need to like say no when so many things are coming at you. Someone's going to be exposed. Somebody's going to be exposed. Somebody can no longer hide behind their glamour, their luxury, their walls, their illusion of this, whatever this is an illusion. Somebody has been hiding behind an illusion of some kind, and they've made the public believe that they are a person of substance, I'm hearing. And it was just built on bubbles. It's a very illusory, fake sort of phenomenon. And there's going to be a lot of activity around that. So this is going to affect you somehow. You can continue to work from home. Your home seems to be a happy place. I think a lot of you might have to spend some extra time healing as well. Like getting your energy levels back up, or nourishing your body to the point where you feel strong again. But it just intrigues me to see the Tower with the 7 of Wands, because it's like the skunk is out of the tower. You can't hide behind this anymore. You can't hide in there anymore. This is a public figure who is experiencing everything's coming at them. Like they can no longer hide. So that's huge, and it's affecting Aquarius energy somehow. Maybe this is where collectively the Aquarius energy, because it's more horizontal, it's like even distribution, grassroots, community, more access, right? The digital age, everyone has access to information, they have a voice, we can connect to the world. So there's a greater expansion for the individuals. And these places, or these seats of power that used to hold like the central power, celebrities, public figures, leaders, that is kind of dissolving. And it's like the common person is sort of rising up and there's more of it. So there's less trust, less focus on those previous figures. This reading, we're talking about money and career for Aquarius, but there is something huge coming through. So I hope it's making sense to you. The message is very strong, and I think I'm speaking like it's very intense. Messages for Aquarius, money and career. Aquarius. Ten of Wands. Somebody's been carrying a burden for a long time. They've been carrying truth. They've been carrying the memory of something that they experienced. And now it's time to drop that burden. It's miraculously relieved. It's like this burden is no longer yours to carry. You're creating more space, more breathing room, more creative space, more potential, more room for the possibilities. Previously, all that space was filled up with bricks and stuff and the past and expectation of something from the past. And now it feels like you're about to end that cycle. The Tower, there's a lot of cards here with ending this cycle. But I do see you building a nest. You already, I think, have insight into this. I think that you might actually be a catalyst, or you were one of the first people to like be affected or be let go, and now you're watching the rest of it sort of crumble, but you've already established a nest or some kind of like home business, or you've moved out of this house. And yeah, there is something. Okay, you've got the Seven of Pentacles, the Fool, and the Three of Swords. So despite something is vulnerable, something feels exposed, but you are shedding, right? The birch, it's all about peeling and shedding. So you're ready to start fresh. You're ready to start new, start over. There's some travel. You're investing in something. You're investing in a new beginning. This is a new beginning. A lot of you are starting a new job. And even though there, like I said, there is some memory that maybe lingers from the past, you're able to use this as fuel for the new position. For a lot of you, this was unexpected. You may have experienced some kind, like a layoff, or it was unexpected, right? But now there's a new beginning. You're starting over, and there's more money. Seven of Pentacles, you're counting your money, you're ready to invest. You could be putting a down payment on something. You might be buying new supplies. You do have to invest a little bit to start this new venture. And at first you're going to feel very exposed. The Fool with the Three of Swords, you're feeling very exposed. I'm very new at this, but I believe in it. I had a vision, or due to external circumstances, I have to make this work. And you will. And that one just went absolutely flying. I think it's a Pentacles card. I want to say the 8. Oh, the 6. 6 of Pentacles. Okay, so we talked about investing a little bit and starting from scratch, but look, you get the reward. You get the payoff. You're paid back. You receive equal to what you give. You're investing a little bit, but it's going to pay off. It's coming back to you. It's working. It's worth the investment. I'd like to pull a card to see where you end up at the end of the month. It's a pretty intense month. And I have to say that I experienced a lot of this chaos as I was getting ready for your reading, because I did Capricorn, then my cat came up and he was lying in the sun, and he hasn't done that for any of the other signs. And their message was all about being in the sun, the spotlight, the focus, and children, innocence. And then I thought, okay, he's lying here. I'm going to go downstairs to another table and I'm going to read there. and then it was just too dark. It wasn't comfortable. I couldn't really sit comfortably or stand and do the readings. So I came back up here. I was like, why am I making this complicated? Just stay in place, keep it consistent. So there was a little bit of chaos with like moving all the stuff around and trying to set up the camera and figure out the readings. So just the logistics of doing the work, that's a whole other job in itself, isn't it? So I feel like this month you're kind of looking at the logistics of how things are moving around, how they're built, how they're set up, how they're structured. I feel strongly, Aquarius, that this is where your builder nature comes in, your ability to analyze, to build, to create flow, to make things move efficiently. And that's where we see the Five of Cups with the Nine of Cups. There's something about filtering, water treatment, public health, making things move more efficiently, like the clogged up hallways. And how can we, a lot of you working in healthcare, a lot of you working in education, it's like, I'm heartbroken because I haven't been seen, I haven't received equality. So you're kind of fighting for that. And that hard burden that you've been carrying is about to end, and you're really looking at what has worked. Is this worth it? What hasn't worked? And then boom, a new beginning, some new inspiration, a refresh, and feeling a bit vulnerable. But you were meant to end that cycle. You were meant to go through it, learn a lesson about give and take, about equality, about what you're worth. And now you've got some money coming in and you feel like it's more balanced. So by the end of the month, Aquarius, you have DNA, karma. Okay. So something is in your blood. You're meant to do it. It's karmic cycle, Six of Pentacles. You were meant to go through some more challenging cycle at first, and now that's ending this month, and you're ready to enter a new one, and you're healing, you're changing, you're creating good karma, you're repairing. I feel like you're rebuilding, repairing. A lot of you could work in science. I don't know if those people watch tarot readings, but a lot of you may work in biology, chemistry, analysis, systems, structures, how things connect, where things come from, how they form, how they work together. But I think also just really looking at who you are inside, who you honestly are, and maybe that's different from what you thought you would be or who you thought you should be, what you thought you would want at this point in your life. You're just kind of realizing that actually this is what I want. I just kind of want to, I don't know, it's different. I can't really, I don't want to say what it is because it's going to be different for everybody, but you're going to find that there's a little bit of a difference in what you thought versus what you want now. Everything's coming together. I see medicine, I see healing, I see your body repairing, I see a lot of positive things happening for you on a health level. But really having to look at, like, I think that's something in your current work or your, like, it just feels like it drains you. I don't know if you're properly being compensated for what you're actually enduring. So that seems to be a major part of the story here. Aquarius, I'm going to leave that there. If you would like a personal reading with me, I'd love to read your cards. My website is below. It's queenofpentacles.ca. I know this reading was intense, but I hope that it helped somebody out there. I hope you have a wonderful month, and I will talk to you soon.